the parking lot chats with Lauren
and Bo.
So the Grammys
Last night, yeah.
Did Taylor win anything?
Nothing.
Wow.
Not a fucking thing. Her and Billie Eilish, which...
Wow. I feel like I'm being more... Okay, so I didn't watch because my kid got sick and I got sick and it was a whole fucking thing. So I tried to look some stuff up online today and I didn't see her name anywhere.
Nothing.
And I was like, am I crazy? Am I wrong? And I was like, I'm just going to talk to Kim because what? How,
Yeah.
I
don't know.
How are you... And so when I started to read some of the winner list, I had some pretty strong opinions, and then I realized that maybe I don't know what I'm talking about or deserve an opinion in this conversation because I've listened to 3 albums in entirety this year.
Right.
No, 4. I did listen to Beyonce's once. I listened to the Tortured Poets Department a million times. I listened to F1 Trillion a million times, and I listened to... He also didn't win shit?
No, he was nominated for Best Country Album, and he didn't win it.
But he was nominated a couple times. I saw him on the nomination a couple times. He didn't win shit.
Oh, I don't know. See, what I didn't look up was they only they don't televise all the awards. So I don't know who was nominated and who won the things that weren't televised. But I know that he was nominated for Best Country. Oh, well, Post Malone was nominated with Taylor Swift for Fortnite.
And him and Morgan Wallen, that I Had Some Help song, was nominated for a couple of things.
Probably, yeah.
I think I saw them on I saw that song at least 2 or 3 times reading it, because I read through. This is the Grammys website, and I read through it earlier.
But Taylor, I will say, had the time of her fucking life, and she's amazing at award shows. She is the...
Did the thing that you wanted to happen?
No, because she didn't fucking win anything.
Oh, she has to win.
To have a speech. She went up and was an announcer. She's the one that announced the winner for Best Country Album. But she doesn't get to announce her own shit doing that. That's for whoever wins, you know?
It's not for her to talk about herself.
Right. So usually if she wins, and that's when last year she announced the Tortured Poets Department. So it would have been cool had she won something for that album, but she definitely had the time of her life there. She was always she always has so much fun at award shows.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. She was dancing with Alicia Keys' kid. She was dancing. She at one point she had on Jack Antonoff's glasses, and what was the girl's name that she sang during the tribute? She threw a jacket, and Taylor ended up catching this jacket and put it on and had it on the rest of the awards. Cute. And she just had a really good time. So you can't really be, she's the one there, and if she's not mad about it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
You know what I mean? But Billie Eilish was she just snub, after snub after snub. And then when she lost Album of the Year and they panned her, she had tears in her eyes. And I just felt so bad for her. But that shit does not, those award ceremonies do not fucking dictate how.
And it can't possibly be based on
she has an amazing fan.
And it has to be based on whatever this Grammy panel decides, right? It can't be based on popularity, because Tortured Poets Department was at the top of the charts longer than anything. I think.
And I feel they knew that this shit was about to be really controversial, because I've watched multiple Grammys throughout the year. I don't watch it every year, but I do. I've always watched them.
And you've always been big on music. You've always been really into music.
Yeah, I've always watched award shows and stuff. And at the very, very beginning of the show, Trevor Noah was this award show is not based off of number of streams or album sales. It's 13,000 members voting, blah, 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 and then every single...
So he knew.
Every single presenter that went up, as they read, the winner, they started off with the 13,000 members of the Academy. And it was they just kept trying to reiterate that this isn't based off of album sales or popularity, you just said. This is the members, whoever the fuck that consists of, voting. Because honestly, Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys on a diss track. Who?
I love it.
Who in the 13,000 members of the Academy hate Drake?
That's my favorite part. And my real favorite part is his outfit. So the denim on denim is called a
A
Canadian
Canadian.
tuxedo.
I didn't even catch
That's
that.
called a Canadian
I know
tuxedo.
what that's called, but that did not even
Yeah, uh-huh.
cross my mind.
And
Like,
that's my favorite part of the whole thing. And like
and then the
was
whole. Sorry, go
no
ahead.
no no. You're actually
No,
talking.
the
I'm gonna talk shit.
whole like arena or whatever, wherever it's performed. When he won one of the awards, I don't remember which one it was. They started playing the song in the background as he walked up, and right it's like the song played long enough for that A minor part, and the entire stadium yelled it.
I did read that part. I read
I
that they
was
played it
like,
completely uncensored,
yeah,
and it was like all of Drake's peers just yelled that.
yeah,
And so with the Kendrick Lamar situation, plus the Trevor Noah situation that you just told me about, and the presenter situation you told, I didn't know any of that. All I knew was the Kendrick Lamar part. But putting those three pieces of the puzzle together, I'm wondering, was this Grammys just a big petty situation? Because in that case, I'm sad I missed it.
right. I feel like it was like I'm not.
It sounds like everybody was out for petty.
Right. Well, and then the album of the year went to Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, and I I'm shocked that Beyonce's never won album of the year. Like last year, Jay-Z won that like lifetime achievement award, and he went up and was and pretty much like called out the Academy and was like, she's been the most nominated artist ever and has never won album of the year. And I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy, right? Like she definitely has earned that spot and should have received that award. I would assume. I don't know, like in the past, who she was up against. Like I didn't do that research to know, like maybe the years that like she was nominated for album of the year, someone else just performed better. I don't know, but like for Beyonce to never have won that award is quite shocking. I don't think Cowboy Carter was it though. Like I feel like it was a pity trophy
Because he made that speech last
because
year.
he made that speech last year and they don't want to piss off. I mean, they even said like they pissed off The Weeknd years ago. The whole thing, like honestly, the whole thing was like this pity party. They pissed off The Weeknd years ago. Apparently, he boycotted the Grammys because he said that there was no diversity in the voting in the 13,000 members of the Academy, whatever. It probably wasn't 13,000 members then. But he said there was no diversity in it. And then the president of the Academy came out last night and like did this whole speech about how like they changed their ways thanks to The Weeknd. And then The Weeknd did like a surprise performance. And now he's like no longer boycotting it. And now like...
Yeah, that's not...
It just... Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed... Whatever. It's the fucking... I feel like the Grammys have always been kind of controversial because they aren't voted by fans. Like, I like the fan ones better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a better, like, a tribute to...
What's real.
But I just think...
That sounds like even pettier.
Yeah. So, like...
Well, and, like, what... So, it's just... So, if you cry, you win?
Right. And I feel for Beyonce too, honestly, because she should win an award because she's a good artist, not for pity.
Right. Like this.
Like she's a good fucking artist. She has an amazing fucking discography behind her. Cowboy Carter wasn't it.
I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. It's one of the 3 albums. No, you know what? I listened to 4 albums this year because I also listened to Disney's alternative album. Yeah. So I have 4 albums for the whole year. And I completely agree. And I didn't boycott it because I was crying. I boycotted it because I was sick. But it does sound like she won because of that. And I was kind of...
And she won Best Country Album, which was kind of wild too. Like she never, like she didn't win a single like CMA. And then people are like, well, that's because country was, didn't accept her. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Like, there are Black artists in the country community. Not a lot. And I don't know why, because it's a very welcoming community, I think. I mean, obviously there's some in every bunch. People in every bunch.
That's absolutely true. But Darius Rucker.
Right.
Darius Rucker's been in the country scene forever.
Shabuzi just came into it.
He was all nominated.
Yes, and was very much welcomed into it.
I
I
like this
don't
song better.
the bar song. It's a really good
I
song.
like it better.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
We
It's
know.
so catchy. I just think that like I don't think it had anything to I mean, I think we've talked about this before. I don't think it has anything to do with who it was. I feel like it was a vibe that came off of intentions.
What?
Like why her album didn't do
Uh,
so well in the country community.
I heard that the country community doesn't like her and her album because in country music, when you're up and coming, you play the Grand Ole Opry first. And even Post Malone played the Grand Ole Opry before he put his album out.
Yeah.
And she never went to the Grand Ole Opry, and that's why they're mad at her.
Right.
That's what I heard.
I mean,
That's what I heard.
I don't know.
I didn't think it was that good of an album. And again, maybe my opinions are bad because I've only listened to 4 albums this year. I liked a couple of it, but like also there were multiple songs. So like Blackbird and Jolene, and I want to say there was a third one, but I don't remember, were covers. So like that's not even like an original song.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, but does it matter?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Does it matter for the CMAs? Probably. I don't know. Well, no, because Luke Combs won everything with Fast Car. And that was a Tracy Chapman song, so I guess you
Yeah.
can do covers, but
Yeah, I don't know. I just, it was, the performances on the Grammys were fucking amazing. Everyone fucking killed it.
Did it?
All of them was so good. I felt like I was at, like, watching a concert, and I liked that they had so many more performances than awards, even though, like, it is an award show. It was really cool. They did, like, for the Best New Artist category, before they announced the nominees, every Best New Artist got like a 2-minute or 3-minute set, so they all performed, so you got to
that's
like
cute.
see all of them. And there was one lady named Ray. I'm not familiar with her music, but she performed, and I was like, holy crap, I don't know her, but she had an amazing vocal, like voice was so good. And then Doechii,
I never heard of her.
I know, and I loved her fucking performance. It was amazing.
I saw a clip of her speech and I
And
liked
her
that.
speech was amazing.
Her speech was really
Like,
good. I saw her
I loved
speech.
her.
Her
Like
speech
I
was really
fell
good.
in love with her last night.
Yeah, I saw her speech, and she was what, like the third woman to win something. And
Yeah,
since,
I
like,
love that she was
1987 or
like, "There's
something.
only 2 women." Oh wait, there's only 3 women, because like she corrected herself and
Right.
like included herself, and I was like, "Good for you." I loved her speech. I loved her performance. She's actually from Tampa, which I think is pretty cool. And she
Oh,
like,
that is
shouted
really
out
cool.
Tampa and was like, talent agencies. There's
Oh.
so much talent in Tampa. It's a forgotten city. Like you need to be there.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I liked her, and I liked her performance. But
And
they
I like that
all-
helping others up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's nice.
And she had her mom on stage with her.
Oh,
It was cute.
I'm gonna cry.
I know.
I'm emotional because I'm.
Yeah,
cold.
no, I really liked her. I liked all the performances. I think they all did. So there was just a lot of talent. And then one part, Chapel Roan, her performance I think was my favorite of the evening. To
She's
be
a
honest.
maniac,
I mean,
and I love it.
It was so fucking good. And Cam from Eras Tour was one of her dancers.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. People spotted him. They all had like clown makeup on, so I didn't realize it was him. But
Someone else did.
other people are fucking good at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You
Your
know?
people are nuts.
Yeah. But her performance was really good, and at one part she like had the crowd sing, and I was like, wow, the crowd sounds really good. And then I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
of course it does.
Yeah. The crowd did sound good.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was all right. There was obviously like the Grammys are always controversial. I feel like all the award shows there's always controversy.
There is.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
And it's not fan voted. It's not.
Right,
Like
I
they
guess we have to
said,
get
it made
over it,
very
but-
fucking clear that it's not.
well, come on, Taylor Swift didn't win shit. That doesn't. I don't know. I know you said
This
fine. If she's okay, we'll be
was,
okay.
like,
But
one of her
like,
best
what?
fucking albums, like lyrically,
Really, it
vocally,
was.
like so fucking good.
I haven't been a fan the whole time, but when, we were talking girl power, and I was like, you know what, I like who she is as a person. I'm gonna go listen to her old stuff, and I listened to the essentials like you told me to, and I liked some of it, and I didn't like some of it, and it was okay. And then that came out, and I literally liked every fucking song on it. And again, I don't listen to that much. Like,
still, that thing has come out. How long ago did that thing
I
come
still
out?
listen to it too.
I still listen to it from start to finish. Like
It's good.
just put it on from start to finish. The anthology, the longer version, like the longer.
I like that one. I don't do the other one.
No.
I listen to,
Yeah.
I listen to that one.
And I like to not win anything.
Anything.
I
That's what
thought
killed me. Anything.
For sure she was going to get album of the year. I thought like when she didn't win like all the other ones that she was nominated for, I thought like That's fine. Let other people win. She's gonna get album of the year.
I really thought that she had album of the year in the bag when I saw the nominees. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I get that, you know what I mean? And like, and I don't want to like disparage Beyonce because like you said, Beyonce is great. Beyonce is amazing. Beyonce, you know, is life for, you know, some. The girls and the gays, I don't want to like, I'm not trying to upset you guys. I know that you guys love her and she is great. But
She
like
is
this
great.
album wasn't the best album she ever made.
Yeah.
So why is this
I
the
almost,
one that wins? And
yeah.
maybe you're right. She went up against other people before, but like the Torture Palace Department was better.
Right.
Post Malone's album was better.
Right.
I don't know the rest of them because those are the only ones I
mean,
listen to.
people, the Billie Eilish fans are fucking livid too.
And I
thinking
get that.
She, like her Birds of a Feather was better. So, I don't know.
I didn't even listen to that, but I felt like I know that they love her and I know that she's been real pop. But again, it's not a popularity contest.
Yeah, her performance was cute too. She stood like on a set that looked like the California hills, and I looked it up because it was big on like the fire, LA fire, like not
when I tried to look up
not recovery efforts, but like to donate.
Yeah.
And people are big mad about that too. Like, you've got a room full of fucking millionaires and you're asking us to donate. He was saying, oh, I'm gonna defend him on that. I get like where they're coming from, but he was like calling out the people in the room too, which also felt kind of slimy. I don't know. They also got like hated that and were told like they shouldn't have the Grammys because of the fire. So then they tried to like, okay, well, we're still gonna have the Grammys, but let's make it like about the
like a fundraiser
a fundraiser for the fire. So they were trying to like
when I Googled
some sort of
and got to the Grammy website today to look to things so that I wasn't completely moronic when I got here. It asked me to donate 100 times.
Yeah.
Pop up.
And they had LA Fire crew, the chief and some other members. They're the ones that announced the album of the year.
Oh, that's cute.
Like presented it or whatever. So that was nice. I mean, hopefully some of those millionaires did fucking donate, but I know some of them probably already had too. Just because they didn't donate last night to the Music Cares things doesn't mean that they hadn't donated.
Right. And who runs Music Cares? Is someone getting a cut of that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta,
I don't fucking know.
You gotta pick your own charity.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've donated. They live there.
Right.
Why would you not donate to your own community if you got $1 million?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. So I forgot what I was going with before that. I was going to say something and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not you. I went off on the fire thing, but I started saying something else. I don't fucking know.
Billie Eilish. That's what you were talking about before that.
I don't know.
We were talking about being mad about people that didn't win. And then how, well, I guess it's not a popularity contest anyway.
Yeah.
Your 13,000 fucking friends didn't care.
Right.
About your album then. That's all that matters.
Right.
So why do we care if it's only up to 13,000 people?
I don't know.
Taylor Swift had a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess. She did have fun.
I liked her dress. I saw some outfits.
Oh, yeah.
I saw some outfits.
Yeah.
So Kanye West and his wife showed up naked and then they got kicked out because they weren't even invited anyway?
But I don't think
what happened?
I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think they left. Then TMZ was like, there's reports of Kanye West being kicked out, but that's not true. They left voluntarily. So I don't fucking know. She came with a fucking fur coat on and then dropped the fur coat in front of the cameras and she had on a very extremely sheer. I don't think she had on anything. Like, I don't think even her crotch was covered. I think it was just blurred a little bit more there, whatever she had on.
So I thought that it was actually that, but he just did that.
No, he just did that. Like, I had shared the original.
Whoa.
Like, you can show that. I think even the crotch was just maybe a little bit more like heavily, like, but it still was nothing on. Like, nothing. And then they left.
She does look like Kim, though.
She looks so much like Kim. It's like, it's disgusting, honestly.
Okay, sorry, I'm listening. I just got to talk a little bit.
And then everyone's like, is she like being held hostage? I'm like, I don't know. It's the vibe. But then at the after show, or they showed up to, she's like all over Kanye and like so I don't fucking know.
Were they getting divorced or something?
Are they even really truly married?
I don't know, but I thought that I heard that they were divorced or something, and then yesterday it was like, oh, they showed up naked.
I don't know. I'm sure he's got something coming out. Oh, he's got an album coming out, right?
Yeah, because he unfollowed everybody except for Taylor Swift yesterday.
Taylor Swift, and the album is called Bully, and he's like back on his Twitter shit, or X, whatever. So obviously he's got like something.
He posted some crazy shit on Instagram the other day too, and I meant to screenshot it. And I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying like he's got something coming up because he's like out there trying to make headlines.
Because he's off his fucking meds again?
No, he's just trying to make fucking headlines. That's what he does. And then he gets us all talking about him and then drops music.
Yeah, maybe I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn Kanye.
Yeah. Unfollows everybody but Taylor Swift. Like, what are you doing there?
He's so crazy.
I know.
And like, also, you've been torturing this girl for 20 years.
Just leave her the fuck alone,
just
man.
Leave her alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she don't fucking care, but like, you look stupid and weird.
Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah, but that was the Grammys. There were some great outfits.
Yeah. I liked what's her name? The little blonde one. I liked her outfit. Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
I like Taylor's dress. I didn't see it. I got a cold last week, and then he got a cold. Like,
yeah,
like yesterday woke up with it, you know, and he's a little, so he's like miserable, and it was a whole thing. Right. So I didn't really get to do anything. I made a meal yesterday, and that was all I think I did productive.
Yeah, I didn't do much, but I did watch that, and I had to buy my my subscription had to be Paramount Plus Showtime. To watch it on Paramount Plus. Fucking stupid.
See, so I probably couldn't have even watched it. Because I don't know.
You would have had to upgrade that subscription, yeah.
And I don't, like, we have some, but, like, I don't watch a lot of TV. So, like, honestly, like, that's his situation. And, like, I think we talked about this before and how it's all confusing and how, like, I tried to watch something on Max because I thought it was HBO Max, but it was Cinemax. And, and I don't know which streaming services I have.
Right.
I might have that, but I might not.
Yeah, I didn't apparently have it. Apparently I canceled it at some point and I had to redo it. And I'll just cancel it again. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I wanted to watch it. So.
Yeah. I wish I would have.
But yeah, so I guess that's it for the Grammys unless you've got anything to add. I don't think we...
No, I don't. I just have a list.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the Kendrick Lamar part. I have 2 notes. I have some screenshots, but I guess all my notes are just that. That's my only note. And I did think, like, the Beyonce thing was crazy, and I do think that you're right. It's because he made a big deal last year, so they feel like they had to give it to her. And, like, she didn't... She deserves better than that.
Honestly.
She deserves to win for, like, a good album. She's had amazing albums. She's an amazing artist, but that wasn't her best album, and there were better albums nominated.
She definitely, at some point, I'm surprised, has not won Album of the Year.
Yeah, she deserves a win.
But...
The right way.
The right way.
The right way. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have even... You see her face? She looked shocked.
She was so shocked.
She was shocked.
But also, she had just shown up, which I find weird. Like, so, literally...
Did someone tell her?
Literally... I mean, I guess maybe if you're going to come, you don't need to come for all the bullshit. You just show up for the one, like, for the category you announced you're, like, nominated for, I guess. But there's video of her entering the room, and Taylor is talking. So she's on stage announcing the nominees for the category that Beyonce is about to win. And she's just walking in and sitting in her seat. So she had just gotten there. And then had that shocked face. She did look genuinely shocked. She did. I mean, she did. She could be a good actress. If that was fake, then she should be an actress in movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
give her an Academy Award.
Looked shocked.
Give her an Academy Award instead.
Yeah.
Because she did. And her kid was like, get up.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah, I don't have anything else because I don't really know. All I have to say is that, you know, those are my opinions and they don't even matter because I've been listening to Jack Black's version of...
Does the Grammys even matter? I don't fucking know.
You know what we've been listening to?
Who does it matter to? I don't know.
Jack Black's version of Baby One More Time.
I'm sure it's amazing.
It's not. And it's been on repeat for the last 6 days in my house.
He's loving it?
Yeah. I put on regular Hit Me One More Time. And then he said,
where do you get Jack Black? Like, where do you even find that? Why does Jack Black have a version
It was from the new Kung Fu Panda movie. It's literally right here on the top of my phone. This has been my life since Thursday. Drove to Palm Bay and back with this on repeat on Saturday.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then at one point he wanted to listen to the whole Kung Fu Panda album, Kung Fu Panda 4 album. And so it's a lot of like tranquil, it's right, it's set in China, Kung Fu Panda, right? And so it's a lot of like tranquil sounds and stuff. So he's in my kitchen doing
Oh
this,
my gosh.
putting one foot on the fridge, and then he's got one foot on the counter, and he's doing like these yoga. Because he does sit with me when I do yoga.
Yeah.
So he was like doing like these yoga moves, but with his eyes closed,
Oh
like
my gosh.
his yoga karate vibe, and listening to that album. And after he listened to the album once, he said, "Just back to Baby One More Time," and then we've just been listening to that. So
Oh my gosh.
I don't think that my taste in music even
So
matters.
you think that that Jack Black's gonna win a Grammy next year?
Well, I think it's too late because I think he would have had to win this year for
Oh.
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang it, Jack. Sorry. You
Yeah.
got snubbed too.
I know. He really did. He really did, because that was pretty good. My aunt was like, "Do we have to listen to this?" I was like, "You guys want to drive with me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys know who picks the music in my car?"
That's funny. Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah. You guys know
So do we
yes.
want to talk about the one thing that we're getting like the biggest backlash about, and how we're like, no,
Yeah.
like everyone is like arguing with us?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. First of all, you're not the good guy if you made a fucking website to say you're the good guy. Second of all, the whole thing started because this man put out a smear campaign on this person. And then she sued him for putting out a smear campaign. And then he sued back. And then everyone's like, he's the best and she's stupid and she's an asshole. Well, then the smear campaign's working. So her lawsuit was valid in the first place. And like, there's proof of that. There's text messages.
I literally had a comment tell me that I must be
Oh yeah, you're misogynistic.
but in secret, what did
Oh
they
yeah,
say?
internalized misogyny.
Internalized misogyny.
Misogyny.
Misogyny, and unhealed.
Yeah. You're
Unhealed.
so unhealed, Kim.
I was like, so my response back, which I don't know, was like, so
Oh, I like your response.
because I see through a man's what did I say? I see through a man's
bullshit. So.
Bullshit, like, yeah. That makes me hate women and unhealed. I'm so confused.
And like,
I'm so confused on the arguments and the things that like people are like saying to those of us who like aren't just falling for. I'm not even saying.
I think I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna agree. But
that like, I don't know if Blake's entire claim is true, right? I would hope it is. I would hope that like she wouldn't come out and say all these things and it not be true. But what I do know is what Justin is putting out there to the world doesn't prove it false. Like, that's what you're just like, he's just, first of all, he's only releasing what is going to, he thinks, help his side.
Obviously.
There's so much cut. There's so much in between that he's not releasing.
And I love people are on our post like, you guys need to get some context. Okay, so if you read the text message and then you listen to the voicemail and you've read both sides of the lawsuit, what other context do I need?
Yes.
I do agree that context is important. I think we should all get some context and read all of it, not just what E! News is telling you, not just what Kim's best friends TMZ are telling you.
Or fucking Candace Owens.
That fucking bitch. Please
Candace
don't.
Owens.
Please
People
don't.
think that, apparently Candace Owens thinks she's going to take Taylor Swift down.
Candace Owens' forehead is so fucking big, I can't even look at it. I can't with her. I can't stand that bitch.
I don't think her forehead has anything to do with
I know, but
her.
she's such a self-hating ass bitch.
But
she hates women. She hates women.
Yeah.
And she's miserable.
I just think that she's not going to take Taylor Swift down.
No, hell no,
She literally like is using Daily Mail as a source for Taylor Swift is stepping away from Blake Lively.
Oh, because Daily Mail definitely knows what Taylor Swift's doing.
Right. But I just think that it's, like you just said at the beginning, that you don't, for someone who claims that he's like a self-proclaimed freaking feminist and then makes an entire website trying to bring down a woman.
Right. You know the bad guy is? The one that made a website.
Like, how can you say that you
And
I
like,
guess we just like we say that we're for women too, and then just said Candace Owens sucks, and she's a woman, but
in our defense, okay, you know what? The forehead comment was too far. That was mean of me. But in our defense, Candace Owens talks a lot more shit about women than we could possibly talk about
right.
her. So I feel like that one's, it's par for the course. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yes.
She's a woman hater herself.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do about that.
I can't like I'm not using if someone wants to like give me if someone wants to give us some information out of the lawsuit that proves that Justin did not sexually harass Blake, we will gladly accept, like, please show me what I'm missing. But don't use Candace Owens as a source. Don't use the Daily Mail as a source. Don't use TMZ as a source. Like, pull it from the lawsuit,
which is all,
and show me her side and his side and how her side is wrong. Because I've read some of the, I haven't gotten through it all because it's 168 pages. So I can't speak on all of it, but I can speak on what I have read. And where he's like saying that one of the things that Blake complained about was that he had contacted her personal trainer and asked how much she weighed. Right.
That's the thing you do.
And he is in his like rebuttal or whatever says that he only asked the personal trainer because there was a lifting scene and he needed to know so that he could train to lift her. So you did ask the personal trainer how much she weighed. But you have an excuse as to why you did that. It doesn't make it okay, though. If you want to know how much Blake weighs, you have very much a communication with Blake because there's a million fucking text messages between the two of you. So you say, hey, Blake, I'm preparing for the scene where I'm supposed to lift you. Do you mind? You know, I have a bad back. He claims he has a bad back. He has some bad discs and he needed to make sure that he trained correctly to be able to lift her for this one scene. Fuck off. Like that is so like
your back's that bad you don't use a stunt double?
Right? Could you use a stunt double? I didn't even think that. I just thought it's such a wild excuse. For
it really
one
is.
Scene,
it is.
For one scene.
You could use a stunt
You needed to train. Yeah, you could have used a stunt double. If you don't need to know how much she fucking weighs. None of your business. Even if you're the one that has to lift her, then that communication should be done between
you and her.
You and her.
Ooh, text your personal trainer.
You don't text her personal trainer, hey, how much does Blake weigh? And then you did do it. You admitted to doing it. You just think that you have an excuse for why you did it, so that makes it okay.
That's not how that works.
That's not how, yeah. And I felt like that was just so much of what I was reading. And like, he would admit that he praised her ideas. So much praise towards her, to her face. And then behind her back to like the Sony executives, he's talking shit about how she's trying to take over the movie. Motherfucker, you're telling her how amazing her ideas are.
Why wouldn't she think that she should run with that?
And this is all in his lawsuit. This is all in what he is putting out.
Kind of sounds like he's a two-faced hoe.
It's wild. And then everyone's just like, oh yeah, he's amazing because he has a sexy voice and should do romance book fucking audios. And he's a self-proclaimed woman lover, so of course he loves women. Why would he ever do that? Because he's a self-proclaimed woman lover?
Yeah. I have some things that I want to say. First of all, I want to talk on the point that you said a minute ago before I forget about it. So you said that if anyone has any evidence and, can prove that he is the good guy, whatever, on both sides, whatever you said, you know what you said.
Yeah.
To tell us, right? And I want to say, yes, that is how we feel. And that is a normal, and that is how it should go, right? Because the amount of comments that I'm seeing, it's like, no matter what you say, I'm always going to believe him. That's not, your brain doesn't work right. I don't know. My brain's not working right now because I can't say this. Like, if you just decide I'm gonna believe this no matter what, and nothing that you can
Right.
say can change my mind, then you're already in the fucking wrong. We learn new things and we change our minds based on our new information, and that's how we grow. If I was like, you know what, the sky's fucking green and I don't give a fuck what you say, I would be an asshole moron.
Right.
And that's every single time I look in the comments of any of these posts, anything that defends her,
Right.
there's and these are like, big, I'm talking like E News, your TMZ, whoever,
Yeah.
like big
In the
publications. So there's
comments.
thousands of comments.
Yeah.
And they're all like, I don't care what you say. No matter what you say, we know that Justin's right and she's wrong. If you don't care what anybody says and you've already made up your mind, then like,
Right.
you're a child.
And then
you're not an adult.
And then they're all like, "Oh, she tried to take over the movie. Why was she demanding to have access to the dailies?" I don't know. I'm not like
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, so I didn't either until I just researched it because I want to know what I'm fucking talking about.
Right, look stuff up.
What I'm reading. So apparently the dailies are the uncut recordings of whatever they filmed that day.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. So, in both lawsuits, in Justin's lawsuit and in Blake's lawsuit, they both say that in December, before filming started, when she was hired as Lily, she was also hired as an executive producer. So, I'm sorry, but doesn't an executive producer have producing rights?
You would think that. It seems like it's right there in the name.
And so I wanted to know, is it normal, because I don't have experience in executive producing world or the film industry world, is it normal for executive producers to have access to dailies? Would you like to know what the answer to that is?
It seems like it's yes.
Yes. Completely normal in scope. Now, depending on how the contract is written, which I don't know the contract, and I'm not sure either, from my recollection, neither lawsuit really says what her duties as executive producer were outlined as. It does say that sometimes when these like high profile actresses and actors get signed on for a role, they will also get executive producing credit rights, but in the contract they don't really have like...
Okay. Just a name, not in...
Yeah, it's more so just because of their statute.
Right. It's not like an active role.
Right.
I'm not, what I mean.
So, I don't know. Is that what her role was as executive producer? I'm not sure, but I feel like if it was, then it would have been stated in Justin's lawsuit, because he's trying to prove that she was trying to overtake his movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he would also say that, like, yes, she had executive producing credits, but it was just that.
Right, he would be, because he's putting out everything, and like...
Right. So, and then she even asks, like, in the emails that he fucking shares, trying to bury her, that, like, when she's asking for the dailies and he is telling her no, she's like, so are you the only one? No producers have access to it? And then he says, well, so-and-so do. Pretty much everyone else does but you. And that's, I think, when she gets... So, you want to know my take on it? And this is just my take.
Do it. Go.
This is entirely speculation, but I probably have said it before. I think it's textbook, like, narcissism. Like, you were making advances towards her, she was not reciprocating your advances, and you were then taking things from her.
Time and time again.
Like, everything was great. You started making these advances. She started telling you no.
And you can't tell me that...
You didn't like the word no, so started taking things from her.
I think that's exactly what it seems like. And that, I think, is what's killing me. With, like, the amount of women that are just, like, hate against her. Y'all never been in this position? Y'all, really? No one else but Kim put two and two together? I know we've all been there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people get over... I don't know the word. I don't know. Do they just get, like, blinded by his...
What do they say when Olaf's making fun of Flynn Rider? Smolder.
Yeah.
The smaller voice. Hey, Blake.
And the attorney's fucking
It's
terrible
2
too.
a.m.
The same attorney like sued him for like stealing someone's script. Like he's been in legal trouble before, and I tried finding like what legal trouble he's been in before, and I couldn't fucking find it because the search engines are just overrun with.
The search engines are crazy. The
Yeah.
search engines are crazy. We had this conversation ourselves the other day, on the phone, because we were trying to find the exact text messages, because when it first came out, it was all over. But now to find the actual text messages in their words, the screenshots, is damn near impossible.
Yeah, I had to
When
go to
you Google
images.
same. Everything's just like, oh, this is
Because
our opinion. This is our
Mhm.
opinion. This is our opinion. Let us explain it to you. And I feel like that's the problem overall with the whole entire fucking world, is that none of us are being like just presented the facts and letting made our own decisions. You know what I mean? We've got 100 talking heads. We've got 15,000 news channels, and then our
Right.
phones are a million new, influencers and news places, and us on our podcast, and everybody
Right.
else telling you their opinion, and
Right.
like no
And
one
then the
can make their own
algorithms
decision.
are
And then
just
the
pushing
algorithms are
out
just
whatever you agree with. So then that's like your own bubble of like,
you're in like a echo chamber of like,
yeah,
right. Well, I
of
mean,
what you believe.
you would think that, but every comment section I read is like, Blake is evil and I love Justin. Or is the algorithm trying to make me angry? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Does my algorithm like, this bitch is a bitch, let me piss her off?
Well, I think because on those things
Rage
we're
bait.
getting like pushed TMZ and like things that like cover everything, and then those comment sections because the minority is believing Blake or whatever,
Right.
siding with Blake, or just not fully jumping on the Justin bandwagon. Like, I just don't. The God, how long have we been talking about
I don't know,
this?
but I still
Because
have a couple more opinions.
I could keep. I know. I have so many thoughts, and like sometimes I don't know how to fully like express them. But like the whole narrative that Blake
Good, I got this. I'm
is
glad we're going here because I got something.
jealous, or that
Oh, no.
or Ryan Reynolds was jealous.
Oh, that one's stupid.
That's just so
Ryan Reynolds is
wild.
not jealous of you.
And if you think, like, she literally had proof of the smear campaign and the shit that they were putting out, and like the bots and like the people they hired to go into these comment sections and say this bullshit, do we not think that is still going on?
Yes.
I don't understand. Like, she literally said, hey guys, he's orchestrating this smear campaign against me. Here is all the proof. And then you don't think he's still doing that? He just created a fucking website to do it. He's doing it right in front of us now.
And that's what's killing me.
And then people are like, oh, but the metadata for the New York Times article says that smear Justin.
No.
I'm like, I don't even know what that means, first of all. But if it says
No.
it doesn't say that, because I couldn't like.
No, I sent this video. I think I sent this video. This man went through and he timestamped everything before.
No, I saw that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're saying that like in the metadata of the New York Times article, it is saved as smear Justin. Okay, well that's the New York Times, first of all. So maybe Justin could sue the New York. I don't think. Like,
but are those not like keywords?
Right? Isn't that like keywords like Justin smearing Blake?
Right.
Like the smear campaign that Justin is advocating. Like it doesn't mean we're smearing Justin. I mean, I guess it could. So I'm not like. It's just things can be seen in different aspects. So you're going to see smear Justin how you want it. We are probably going to see it as
the smear campaign that Justin paid for.
Right, but and then the other side's going to see it as smear Justin. So I don't know, but I can tell you that, yeah, the timestamp thing that you're talking about.
Yeah, that was insane.
All the articles.
Yeah.
That like TMZ
put it out first. Not the New York Times.
With the quote from Justin's lawyers, which he could have only gotten if Justin's
he sent
lawyers...
the email at 2-something a.m. Like 2:30 a.m. the email was sent.
Yeah.
The email was sent.
Because they tried to get ahead of it.
And okay, so I want to say one thing about this
New
whole
York
smear
Times
thing.
gave him 24 hours to respond, and the lawyer said, oh no, we're going to get ahead of it, and went to TMZ.
Yes. Right, and then all these articles that posted it before the New York Times posted anything, they all started posting it. This man goes through, we can share it to stories, and he timestamps everything, and everything before the New York Times post came out. There's all these posts about it, and their sources, they're quoting TMZ, per TMZ, even after the New York Times article came out, it was still people were quoting TMZ because that's the one that everyone read first. And then, so you're smear, so right, so the whole thing was that he started a smear campaign, and she sued him for that. And then he said, oh, what? I'm gonna sue you. And then all of a sudden, everybody and their fucking mom is like, Blake is evil. And everyone's just like, Blake is evil, and you can't prove me otherwise. It's gotta be this. What do you mean? And then,
Right.
so I just have one other thought on this, and then maybe I'll stop unless you got more, because I'll keep fucking going.
I have one more thing I have to
Okay,
tell you that
good.
you probably haven't heard, and I think I want to get your reaction to it.
Oh, good. This will be fun. Let me get myself worked out about something else first.
All right.
So everyone, Blake said this, Blake said that, Blake's been a mean girl, Blake's been an asshole, Blake's been a bitch, blah, blah, blah. She said that Leighton Meester was born in a cage. Okay. That is a rude, fucked up ass thing to say. Fair. That is a rude, fucked up ass thing to say. So I tried to find out when she said that, right? Because they worked on Gossip Girl when, so Blake was 20 starting this point. I don't know about y'all, but when I was 20 years old, I made bad decisions. I said things.
Fucked up things.
I said terrible things. I believed fucked up things. And like we just said 5 fucking minutes ago, if you're not willing to learn and grow from your mistakes, what are we doing here? And like that's what we're all doing and evolving as people, right? So we would hope that Blake
If you've never
Lively
said anything fucked up in your life, like, wow, please tell me how. Because I think we've all said some shit that we're like, we probably shouldn't have fucking said that.
Absolutely. I do it once a week on here. I've probably said 3 things already tonight that are going to fucking haunt me tonight. As much as I don't like Candace Owen, I do still feel bad that I said the forehead thing. And I really can't stand her. And I still feel bad saying that because she is a woman and I hate to hate her. Because I don't hate anyone. You know what I mean? You can't hate in your heart. That's bad for you. But anyway, back to my point.
I'm just not gonna listen to her shit.
No, I'm not gonna believe anything she says.
I'm not gonna listen to her podcast. I'm not gonna.
I just think, like you
said,
get
my information from her.
You know, she's making money from saying a certain thing, and so she's gonna keep saying that thing because that's what's paying her. So you know what? We're just gonna forget her. Anyway, okay. So why are we judging someone at 37 years old based on something that happened when they were 20 years old? So I tried to find out when she said the whole Leighton Meester was born in a cage thing, because that is fucked up. I shouldn't even laugh. That's fucked up. But so when they were on Gossip Girl, they were 20. And so everything I've looked in an undated interview, so there's no data that I can find online for when this was said. If she said this when she's 21 and she's 37 now, why the fuck is that something that we're holding against her?
Why are we bringing that up?
Why are we bringing it? And I feel like that's everything that's, like, even that interview that's all over every fucking social media with the other reporter in the bump. Also, that reporter is involved in the smear campaign. Or was involved in another smear campaign. She came up in one of my things. She's someone to fucking research too.
Someone told me about that interview with the bump thing, and she was like, oh, your bump's so cute. And she was like, so is yours. And I was like, I haven't watched that interview, so I'd like to see it in its entirety before I make a...
Right. If you didn't have a bump or you weren't like, and anything, like that's still a rude ass thing. So we don't comment on women's bodies, guys. I guess me and the forehead thing, which I still can't get over. And so why, I just feel like it's just like you just said, it's further proof that this is all just the smear campaign is still fucking smearing. Right. Because any argument against her, none of it is like about things that actually happened, or it's like classic textbook fucking victim blaming. Oh, she couldn't have been sexually assaulted. She invited him to talk to her while she was pumping.
Oh my God.
The fuck does that mean? The fuck does that have to do with anything?
Like, oh, well, if she was being sexually harassed, why would she invite him in then? And it's like, how do we know, like, that
timeline? The
timeline, because that happened, that text was sent early on in filming. So maybe it hadn't fucking started happening yet. Maybe she wasn't uncomfortable yet. I don't fucking know, but like, it's not an invitation for anything else. And how do we know she was still pumping when he actually came? How do we know the text wasn't like, I'm just in my trailer pumping if you want to run lines when you're done? So that means that she's just in her trailer. Maybe she added the pumping in, like, I don't know. Hey, I'm just about to take a shower. If you want to run lines when you're done means that, like, I'm home, I'm going to shower, but when you're done, I'll be done showering and still be home and ready to have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be that, like, that's what she was doing at that moment in time, but not that that was what she was still going to be doing when he got there. But even if she was, pumping is different than breastfeeding. They are not the same tasks.
And none of it's sexual.
And none of it is sexual. But you're, like, as breastfeeding, yes, you're going to be exposed. Pumping, you're not even fucking exposed.
It's all under the shirt now, guys. You just hook your boob up to a machine under your shirt. It's not a big deal.
Like, so, yeah, that one pisses me off, too.
Aggravates the shit out of me. It's just such fucking victim-blaming ass nonsense. Yeah. And, yeah, and again, I just feel like it's all just... And it's driving me crazy that I feel like so many people, and that's what's really driving me crazy, is that you're not going to prove, you're not going to say anything to prove me wrong. Then you're not worth fucking talking to. And honestly, grow up.
Okay, so you want to know the newest, and I don't know if it's in his new complaint or where this new
From a stupid website
thing came from, but they're trying to say that Nice Pool. Have you watched Deadpool and Wolverine? Fuck.
The problem is I'm behind on other Avengers
I just need you to, I don't need you to stop caring about that.
I know.
Okay, so in Deadpool, there is a character called Nice Pool.
Oh, I heard that they think that that's making fun of him.
And they think that that's making fun of him because he has long hair that's pulled back in a ponytail. And he says something about his wife just having a baby and her body not being that great or something like that. And then Nice Pool goes, but it's okay. I can say that because I'm a
self-proclaimed good guy?
Yeah, like self-proclaimed
feminist.
That's it. Yeah. And then they say that there's a scene where, I don't know, fucking spoiler. I don't know if it's a spoiler.
No, this movie's a year old. It's my own fault.
And where Blake Lively's character, Lady Pool, kills Nice Pool in front of a florist shop.
Well, maybe. You know it may be.
I'm like, okay,
I'm gonna give him this one.
So I was having a conversation with somebody that was telling me about this, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna give you this one.
I'm gonna give you this one.
I
didn't even see it, but I'm gonna give you this one.
Because a lot of things point to this being true. But it would be really hard to prove unless there's some sort of documentation that says this character is based on Justin Baldoni, right? So now you're just assuming. It's like when someone reads something on Facebook and you think it's about you because you have a guilty conscience, but it's not actually about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because Deadpool was filmed and those lines were written quite possibly when this was all going on. And so if it's in Deadpool, and they already were having these thoughts like at the time of filming, which overlapped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that not more like justification that shit was going on?
Right.
And these feelings were valid and happening during, not after, when like they stole the film or the smear camp, whatever. You know what I mean? Like these feelings were, Blake was feeling these things and voicing these things a long fucking time ago.
You're right.
It's in Deadpool.
If they're making fun of him, it sounds like, honestly, it does sound like they're making fun of him. But you're absolutely right. That really just proves that her entire fucking complaint is valid and real.
Like, yeah, they had these thoughts and feelings a long fucking time ago. And
women's feelings don't matter.
Right. And we can't get, like, if we're going to be mad at Deadpool for saying fucked up shit,
don't watch Deadpool.
There's a lot more that we should be mad. Like, it's literally the entire basis of Deadpool. Like, that's what he's known for, and that's what actually people like it for, is that it's like, it says some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
you can't be
terrible.
Like politically correct or
no, not in Deadpool.
Have feelings if you're gonna watch fucking Deadpool.
No, I'm a big fan.
So
I just didn't because I'm in the MCU.
I mean, honestly, I'll give him that. I think Nice Pool might be based on Justin Baldoni.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video. Based on what you're saying, it really does sound that way. But again, that's just further proof. But I'm not
sure it helps his case at all.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
What they're trying to use it for.
But it doesn't sound like it helps the case.
And it is. I will agree. It's pretty fucked up. But like Deadpool's fucked up. So I don't know. Like I don't know.
You're right. I like it though. Maybe that means I'm fucked up.
But when she sent it to me, I had to watch. I mean, I'll send you the video. I don't know. It's like spoiler if you haven't seen the movie.
But like the movie's old. You should have seen it.
Like,
I mean, I didn't, but
the article that was sent to me, because when someone said, "Oh, have you heard the Nice Pool stuff?" and I was like, "No, I haven't." They sent me an article so that I could, and it had like the clips.
And you said, "Oh, you got me there."
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, you know."
I'm gonna give you and sign of maturity, and that's why you're allowed to have opinions and decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's and that's what's. I keep saying it because that's what's driving me crazy is the amount of people that are like, she's obviously an asshole. He must be right. I don't want to hear anything else about it. No matter what you say, I'm going to believe this. What?
Yeah.
And the whole thing started because he put out a smear and like there are those texts. We still have those texts. Those are easily available online where he had a publicist. He has a publicist, and they said, we can bury her. We can ruin her. This is what we do. We're so good at it.
Yeah.
And he said, do it, do
They're
it, do it.
literally doing it, and it's working. And it sucks for her. It really sucks for her.
And again, she might be a real fucking asshole, but that doesn't mean that these complaints aren't valid and real.
Yeah, he might be too.
Right, right. Everybody can, right. If two assholes sue each other, the asshole that got wronged still wins.
Sheep's clothing.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, absolutely. Right, right. Or
I don't know. We'll see it all unfold.
Yeah,
obviously, because Justin's lawyer. Well, we'll see.
Because there's a website.
We'll see Justin's side unfold, and the fact that Blake is keeping quiet, to me, doesn't mean like she's subsiding. It means that she is keeping it all for court.
And like, isn't that the smart and mature thing to do when someone is clearly slandering you, which we know he is, because
let him bury himself.
Right, again.
Like, what is it? The trash takes itself out every single time, Taylor
absolutely
said. Like, just let him bury himself. It'll all come out.
Right. The good guy's never the guy that made a website to tell you he's the good guy.
Right.
That's this. What? Well, I saw you made a website. I said, how are y'all still? Okay, you know what? We can be done because it's been an hour and I still have a couple of things.
All right, moving on from
that shit show.
Oh my god. Prepare for the hate, because if anybody whoever listens to this, I don't know how you feel about it, but I know that our comment section for the one little thing we posted had people mad.
People were so mad.
People are mad at anything I comment. I've been firing off on threads and stuff. People are so mad.
Man, I gotta get my threads back. My phone is a mess, so I like keep deleting apps. I full on deleted TikTok because I can't re-download it until it's in the App Store anyway. Why am I just letting this thing? I mean, CapCut I didn't because I had a couple drafts, but anyway, there's some Mike Wazowski Crocs. I thought you'd like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
I don't know if the general public cares, but I thought she would. Okay, so they announced the closure for It's Tough to Be a Bug at Animal Kingdom. It's going to close on March 17th. There is a trailer or a little behind the scenes for the new. It's going to be like a Zootopia. Okay, that's something else for my own stuff. That's my own stuff.
So the About to Be a Bug is going to be a Zootopia thing?
Yeah, It's Tough to Be a Bug. Remember, it was like the show, and like it was one of those where like I always felt like I had to do it, and then as soon as I got it, I'm like, why did I do this? I hate it. And then like, so I haven't been in years because my kid and my cousin refused to go, which is fair. Because, you know, it's like they get, like, the fake spider, and, like, there's, like, fake bugs come out at you. And
that's fucking terrible.
Yeah! And every time I would be like, yeah, we gotta go, and then as soon as I sit down, I'd be like, why the fuck am I in here? I hate this, and it's terrifying.
Why is that a thing?
It's the bug's life, you know what I mean? You want to be in with the bugs, I don't know, right? There's like, spiders on you, and it's terrible. It's terrible.
Terrible.
It really is. It really is.
Great choice, Disney, to...
I mean, it's from, like, the 90s, you know what I mean? That was as cool as it got. And I thought that I had more, but I guess that was it. Tough to Be a Bug is closing. I did have more. I must have sent it to the thing. Oh. At Epcot, there is going to be... So here are the new things that are coming in 2025. Magic Kingdom is going to have Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away. It's going to be a new nighttime parade. It's going to be coming in summer 2025, featuring your favorite Disney characters. Pirates of the Caribbean inspired tavern is going to be probably over in Adventureland. And we're looking at late 2025, so honestly, that could be into the new year for all we fucking know. Spaceship Earth is getting a lounge in late spring. Excited for that. There are some things up for that, so like I do think that that's going to happen soon.
It doesn't already have a restaurant lounge? Isn't Spaceship Earth?
The big ball. There's the big ride where you go around the world and you learn about how the Phoenicians taught you how to write and made the first language.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
You're thinking about Space 2220 or whatever. Yeah, they got their... Yeah, there's, like, Mission Space, and then there's a whole, like, go up into the fucking Space Center.
Okay.
Right.
And that's the restaurant where, like, you look like you're eating in space?
Yeah, because my cousin was going to, like, go there by herself when we were on Remy, but she can't go on Remy because she gets a little vertigo from the screens, and then I was like, did you know they, like, put you up in an elevator? It looks like you're blasting into space. You're not going to be able to handle that elevator by yourself.
Shit.
So you bring another adult with you, go ahead, but I don't think you can go by yourself.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm 29, you can't tell me what to do.
Because you can go, I heard you can go in there and sit at the bar, too. You don't have to have reservations.
That's what she wanted to do, but I was afraid of her going on that elevator by herself.
Yeah.
So the test track is going to reopen in late summer. They're redoing test track. It's been closed for, like, a year at this point. Hollywood Students is going to... Oh! Man, I keep hitting that over today. Hollywood Studios is going to have their Disney villains, Unfairly Ever After. I said it last week. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I still feel like it's weird that that's going over there. When you're putting a Villains Land in Magic Kingdom, I don't know what y'all are doing. But the stage show is going to be like where I said it was, in the fucking Lightning McQueen, which is going to be next to Rock and Roller Coaster, which is where they're putting the Muppets, so why can't that just be a Muppets Courtyard? I don't know.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. So there was like a Little Mermaid ride, a musical thing at Hollywood Studios. It's been closed since COVID. They're reimagining it. It's going to be open. Zootopia, Better Together is going to replace the shit show that is A Bug's Life. New dining at downtown. Oh, so this is Disneyland. We don't care. I mean, you guys might care, but I'm not going there anytime soon. So there's going to be new dining at downtown Disney, early 2025. Disneyland Resort is going to have its 70th celebration on May 16th. We got new cruises. Disney Destiny's coming November 2025, and the Disney Adventures coming December 2025. These guys got a lot of boats at this point. Vacation Club, the new Island Tower edition is open at Polynesian. They got like a Moana splash pad. It's cute. I saw some pictures.
Oh, that's cool.
In real life, but I've heard good things about the new cabins at the Fort Wilderness Resort. And then Disneyland Paris, I want to go there. Disneyland Tales of Magic, and that's going on now. It's a new nighttime spectacular, probably with their drones. Oh, fireworks and state-of-the-art effects. Because they had a drone show before.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they're going to have a music festival April 19th to September 7th. That's a long festival. That's cute. And they're going to have Alice and the Queen of Hearts Back to Wonderland. Oh, cute. Zootopia, Tough to Be a Bug. All right, that's it.
That's it for Disney?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Right.
Just something crazy will happen tonight. You know what I mean? It always does.
Always.
Every time.
Every time we record, as soon as maybe let's do a little social media check before we get off of here, because I feel like every time Sean Diddy Combs is taken to the hospital from jail.
There you go. What happened?
As soon as I opened
what happened?
I don't know, something about his back.
Oh.
No, I don't know. His back blew out. I'm just kidding.
Sean
Diddy Combs was taken to the hospital from jail. This was from People magazine late Thursday, according to the New York Post. Combs, who is currently in custody, was brought to the hospital so he could get an MRI on his knee. But it doesn't say why.
Oh, wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
No, he wasn't beat up. That's actually it. The rest is all about the Grammys.
Is it just
Beyonce's had 99 Grammy nominations.
And that was her first time
winning Album of the Year.
Winning a Grammy for being a hater is low-key the most inspired I felt in a while. But he did.
I did. Kendrick Lamar, like literally, it was a quick, like, whatever. We're going.
In his Canadian tuxedo.
Going back but like, it was just a joke diss track put out quickly, right? Like, wasn't that a quick rebuttal?
It was like 6 days in a row. It was a very big deal at the time. We did a whole episode on it.
I know, but wasn't it like? Drake put out something, and then he put out something.
Well, this was but this was the end. It was like a 4-day, 6-track,
right?
And this was the end.
The end of it.
Yeah, they just kind of killed it all.
Right, and then he just won 5 Grammys for it.
I said it before. I said it when Drake
13,000 members.
But I said it when Drake sued him over it. It's a banger. It's a diss track, but it's still like the beat's good, the words, the lyrics are good, they're funny, it rhymes. It is a diss track. It is petty, but it is still good. Like, it's a banger. I told you, this girl that I'm friends with and my Disney stuff, she made a video, and she was like, Disney pass holders be like, and she did the They Not Like Us, and it's like her like around Epcot with like this giant ass fucking Star Wars spear like dancing. And it's just like, and like on the beach, she changes to like a different like setting, and she's got like her pass holder discount. She's doing like pass holder shit that like only like getting her magnet, like just stupid ass pass holder shit. And it's like her like around the parks with, it was so fucking funny, and it was so good.
Did in one of Drake's songs during all of that, did he say something like, "Oh, Kendrick just dropped a song, give him a Grammy," or something like that? Or was that fake? Because I saw like a meme that said that, like it was Drake's face, and then like had those like something along those lines of those words. But I didn't know if that was fake or not.
He might have. Honestly, none of his songs were good enough for us all to know them. So,
right.
You know what I mean? And then he fucked up because he used that AI Tupac voice that he should have never used without permission. So I think one of his songs probably got taken down for that.
Right.
You can't just go fucking putting Tupac in your songs, you dummy. When are you gonna find out if he really said it?
Yeah, but
I'm
I
curious
don't know.
now.
Nothing. Everything is like. Drake was 100% correct when he said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
So
But I
yeah,
don't know in what context he said that. It doesn't
I like it.
say. That's funny.
Well, it's been an hour.
Right. I guess on that note, we're done. We got anything else? I don't think so.
No. Congratulations, Beyonce.
Honestly, like,
I know. Like, I mean, I'm glad that she did deserve to win. Just shit. Me and this microphone aren't friends tonight.
no, it's fell.
No,
It's
I
fallen
just
so
keep
many
knocking
times.
it over.
You did turn it on today, though. That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm kidding. I definitely did it.
Yes.
That's all.
I guess in that note, one day we will get Reputation Taylor's version.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. I don't know.
This bitch, she's like, these bitches, I've given them so much over the last few years. I just don't understand why. Like, I wonder why she's not dropped it.
You already told me that it's because she didn't win. She didn't have a
I thought
speech.
for sure she was going to announce it last night if she won, but she didn't win, so she didn't announce it. But then, like, then when is she going to? Or is she ever going to? Maybe we'll never get the Taylor's version of Debut and Reputation.
She's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. She'll be at the Super Bowl on Sunday, and
Maybe she'll do it then.
No, she won't do it then. She won't. She's never.
Not gonna
She
take her
will
man's
never take anyone's shine
spotlight, right,
ever.
you're right, you're
like
right.
she is like.
That's not about her.
She is someone that puts everyone else on a pedestal. She'll never take shine from
You're
someone
right.
else. But rumors are that she's gonna have Blake with her at the Super Bowl, which will be interesting.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
because of all those like reports that like she wasn't. She's stepping away from her.
right, they can't just be like women with busy lives.
Right.
Right.
But we'll see. Sunday Super Bowl. Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Go Taylor's boyfriend.
Yeah, go Taylor's boyfriend.
All right. We gotta go.
All
Bye.
right, peace out.
Peace out. K-Town down.
If you like this, share with a friend. Don't forget to like and follow.
And find us on all social media at parkinglotchats.podcast. That's Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Same handle.
Thanks for being here.